Okay, so we're at the guy at with OfferUp, and we're gonna pick up his brand new monitor, and then we'll see what's up. Okay, that's cool. Hey guys, it's Chris here, and long story short, I've been having these two monitors for the best of 4 years, more than four. I'll put them in the description below, or in this like little title bar. But this is the Acer S231HL monitors, a 1920 by 1080p HD monitor. It's LED lit, it's 23 inches, 60 hertz, and you can bump it up to 75, but I don't really know how to do that. And overall, I'm looking for an upgrade. So I found this guy on OfferUp. Check it out in your area, and I drove 1 hour away just to pick up this monitor for $220. If you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comments below and I'll get to you as soon as possible. But let's go through a couple things you should look for when you're buying a used monitor and you're seeing it for the first time, checking if everything is good to go, and you're able to give the guy money for the purchase. Sorry.
Are you doing like YouTube video or?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, here's this guy. Let me open him up for you.
Okay. Yeah, I just read it right now, but I brought my laptop just so we can like look it up if anything.
Yeah, that's
so
not a problem.
Oh, but you don't want to do it here, right? Got it.
I mean, I don't mind. Okay. I don't care if we find a spot.
Oh wait, no, we need a power outlet.
That was the thing. That's like if you want to come to my house, it's totally up to you.
So it's too big for your table?
Yeah, I have a little desk.
Okay. Not get a bigger table?
That's what I think. I'm just gonna get a bigger table. But like 3 months went by and I didn't. Okay. I'm like, you know what? Let me just. Okay. Or else it's just gonna sit there. Okay. But I mean, if you want to go inside and see if we can get a power outlet, that's perfectly fine with me.
So it still has a film on it then?
I don't know. Actually, I don't think so. If it came with it. Yeah.
Yeah, can we turn it on?
Sure. Let's go see if we can find it.
Okay. Let me get the laptop then. So we are currently going to his house so we can turn on the monitor, and he just wanted to meet at Starbucks to know if I was a real person. So that's good. And he says it's brand new. He just has a small table and he doesn't want to get a bigger table. So there are a couple things. You already know the specs. You've done your research. I know that the monitor I'm buying is a 60 hertz and it's not IPS, but it is LED and it looks a lot like IPS. It has a lot of glare coating. And you know what you're getting when you're buying this monitor, the specs. What you have to check now is if there's any dead pixels. Maybe it has too much screen bleeding, so maybe you don't want it. But does it have any scratches? Look for that. And what you're also going to look for is whether or not the screen has any scratches or dents. So there are a couple ways to look for this. You want to be able to turn on the monitor so that you can turn on the monitor, put a screen up, and check if there are any dead pixels, like a black. You put up a black screen and you have to see if there are any white pixels anywhere. So a couple things to do. Check for dead pixels, and if there's any scratches, run your hand around the monitor to feel any bumps or any dings on the monitor. At the back of your monitor, put your hand there and see if it's all smooth. If it has any like scratches, you can definitely feel it with your fingertip. You can take your fingernail. Your fingernail is not that strong, so you just rub it against where you believe there's a cut. And if your fingernail kind of stumbles, like stops, that means it's a fingernail deep cut. And you should take a little bit off the price for a big cut like that or a scratch like that. The next thing to check is the screen, and just look at all the corners, see if there's any dead pixels. Again, you could put a black picture on the whole screen, and once you have that black picture on the screen, you can see if there's any white spots, white dots. You can also put a pure white picture on the screen and see if there's any black spots to see if there's any pixels that are just not working. Aside from that, you also want to check the screen for any scratches on the actual display. And how you're going to do that is you have to take your time with it. You can maybe take like 5 minutes if you're really good with your eyes. You just get really close and you go at it at different angles with the light. And from there you can see certain scratches. And if you do see something you may think is a scratch, just take your fingernail and rub it slightly over that line that you see. And if your fingernail kind of like bumps up, or you feel like a little more resistance over when you're crossing that line, then it is a scratch. Otherwise it's not. But you can also bring your own wipe cloth and wipe it off, and if it doesn't go away, then of course it is a scratch. The next thing you want to check is light bleed. So if you don't have the monitor on, there's a couple things you can't check. You can't check dead pixels, light bleeding, you can't check color accuracy, and a lot of other things that you need to check to see if it's a good monitor or not. You have to turn it on. Now this monitor had a couple ports, HDMI, USB-C, and 2 USB 3.0 ports, as well as an aux port. If you do plan on using these ports, you should definitely check them to see if they work. I didn't really care about the aux port. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, that's okay. But judging from the conversation he and I had, it was pretty clear that he didn't use the monitor at all, and it's a pretty good monitor. I can trust that I can have that trust that it works. If it doesn't, then bad on me. But that aux port, no need. The 2 USB ports, I'm sure they will work as well. The HDMI we did check with my cable, and then the USB-C was the only cable that he had used, which he connected to his MacBook. So if he was using it for that purpose, I'm pretty sure the USB-C would work. And I'm just using it to charge the newest phone that I have, the Note 8, but I'm going to be getting something with a USB-C port. Now this goes all before you purchase the monitor. Before you get to the guy's place, or before you do any of that stuff, you should be at least Googling online your specific model number to see what the prices were. And surprisingly, when I put the model number on Google, I found the 4th link was a CNET link article, and it was saying it was on sale. So the guy was first offering $280. Then I saw that the article posted in like September 2018, September 24, 2018. It was going for like $200. So I was thinking, if he got it for that price, then I could actually offer him that same one. So he was at $290. I gave him $200. I said, could you do $200? 2 days later, or a day later, he's like, the most I could do is $220. Then I click in my head, okay, this is it. We're gonna go drive 1 hour to this guy to pick up the monitor, and I'm gonna pay him 20 bucks. I saw that article, it says most people got it for 200, so maybe he's making 20 bucks. It's a great deal for me. I'm glad he was happy too. I'm also happy. And that's it. So that's a couple things to check for when you're buying a used monitor online, or a brand new monitor that they claim to be brand new. What he claims to be is brand new. I agree it is brand new. I did see like a scratch on the back, but again, I have to check that again. I'll let you know once I open the monitor, but let me go get it and I'll show you right now. Alright, so here we are. It's the Dell 27-inch monitor. It's a huge ass monitor. The current ones I have is 23 inches, so this is a lot bigger. That's what the back looks like. Then again, remember what I mentioned? You gotta be feeling the back, see if there are any scratches. These are the ports. I'll leave the product link in the description below. You could also stay tuned for like a quick review of it. Let me catch my breath. 27-inch LED lit monitor, and it's a mouthful. The whole model number is the S2718D. We're gonna be putting this right next to these two, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. You really don't have to buy things new, guys. You can go on OfferUp, Craigslist, and find a nice guy who will give you a good monitor for $220. Check out the Google search the model number and see what the price is now. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. So we've tested the monitor, and now it's time to pack up. Cool. And then I'll just walk it from here. Thank you. if you want to count it.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Is that all right? Just like you did, dude.